Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to Olympus 2299, Episode 4, Loose Threads. We're going to start off with some very brief character introductions, starting right below me with Bella. Who are you? And who are you
Hi.
playing?
Hi everyone, I'm Bella. I will be playing Celeste Copper, who is the group's hacker slash just the sister of Casey, and is just also the coolest spice. The pot? What am I? Classy spice.
And then right below that is our friend Ryan. Who are you and who are you playing?
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. My name is Ryan or Sim, and this is my quarantine beard. I'm very sorry. Um, and I am Cato Castellanos, the infiltrator.
Let's switch it up today and do a little U-turn. So, Bo, who are you and who are you playing?
Me? I'm Bo. That's me. Hi. I'm playing Casey Copper, and Casey Copper is a tech and part-time God Slapper.
And then right above that is our friend Polished. Who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, like you mentioned, I'm Polished and I'm playing Zircon, both of us using she, her pronouns.
And the last of our lovely players.
Oh, hi. Dark greetings, everyone. I'm Velvet, Fair, and I'm playing Augustus, the Hunter.
And last but not least, my name is Rowan. I am the GM for Olympus 2299, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse, the Sprawl game. My pronouns are they, them, and I will be playing all the characters that they are not. And we're going to start off. I'm going to say that we have some lovely sponsors through Chromatic Mirror tonight. We are sponsored by Tabletop Loot, who will give you 15% off dice purchases with code SHIELDMOM. Heartbeat Dice, who will give you 10% off dice purchases with code Chromatic. Artesian Builds, which is a custom PC building company, who use code Puddins for, I think it's like $100 off your order, which is phenomenal. We are a Pelgame Press 13th Age independent broadcaster. Use code Chromatic for 20% off all 13th Age products. We are a part of the Creator Spotlight for Quest. For the Quest, the adventure game, use code NOINITIATIVE for 10% off purchases on their store. And we are part of the Roll20 Spotlight program. You can get all of that information in the sponsor link that Nightbot has dropped in chat. Next, I've made a list. Next up, unfortunately, Finn, who is playing Obel, will not be joining us for the rest of our adventure through Olympus. So this is the crew that we will have for the rest of the game. Say hello, get to know them, get to love them, so that it hurts even more when I damage them. Content warnings for this game include non-graphic depictions of violence, class inequality, drugs and alcohol, transhumanism, and then especially for tonight, descriptions of medical procedures and spiders. And then with that, yeah, can you tell my players didn't know about that last one? With that, we're going to go into a brief little recap. Previously, our 5 thieves here were hired to break into the home of Zeus, top dog Olympian here on the city planet of Olympus, to make their way through a party that he was throwing for his son Heracles, recently brought into the family. Head down into a secret vault and steal the Elysium key, which supposedly opens a fabled vault somewhere in the city with a enormous cache of weapons, intel, money, gear, etc., etc. They got their way into the party, had a slight hiccup when one member of our party took it upon themselves to slap Aphrodite in the face to protect their sister. They managed to get themselves out of that bind through clever planning, some very good luck, and some very good rolls. They made their way downstairs, and when I say downstairs, they're still on like floor 450 something. They're not below ground or anything. It's fine. Into a vault, hacked, subterfuged, and knockout gassed their way past the guards, and currently locked themselves in the vault, where they found not exactly what they were expecting. Within the vault is a laboratory with force-grown bodies in enormous tanks, lab equipment for both meat operations as well as cyber operations. And then towards the back, there was a large frosted over tank with a person inside of it. A youngish looking, dark-skinned person, completely bald. They have no visible cyberware on them. They are intubated at the moment. They have those patch thingies all over them connecting to wires, with a medical readout next to them. They are not given a name per se. The only thing that they are listed as is Elysium. Currently, you have all the time in the world. Celeste managed to lock the vault door behind you so that it will not be able to be opened from the outside. And yeah, what would you like to do?
That's a wonderful question, Rowan.
Good question you've asked to us today.
I definitely have put a ton of thought into it since last time, and I don't know.
So I have some theories. Obviously, okay, we've all agreed that this is probably like some sort of cloning situation, right? We've all agreed upon that. It just feels clony. Or maybe there was information we were given. Were we given that was clony? Is that what we learned? I think we did learn.
I don't think we had specifics.
Yeah, it was just
You got a little bit of information off of one of the computers. This is, yes, they are force-growing clones here. Presumably of Olympians.
okay, so if this is Zeus's, right? Here's what I'm thinking.
However, I will
This is
say that
Zeus's
the person in the person known as Elysium does not have any resemblance to any of the Olympians that you know.
So, go ahead.
Sorry, is this the only body that's currently being grown, or are there others around?
So the tank that this person is in is not a growing tank. It is simply to keep them. It's essentially a stasis chamber. Hence the frost on the screen. They are in a suspended animation of sorts, where they are being vitally monitored.
Cool, but I mean, around the room, is there anyone or anything being actively grown right now?
Yeah, there are tanks around, on rows of tanks along this room with bodies growing in them.
Can I go?
So in various stages of completion.
Cool. Can I go check out some of them? See if the things I'm looking for are like names at the top of any of them, or if they look familiar, like Artemis or Zeus or Hera, of the ones lined up.
Go ahead and roll to assess.
Coolio. First, I gotta roll. Oh my god. And
Or if you want, you can use research because you did
Yes, I did.
make your way into the computer system.
Yeah. Whoa,
Research is
yeah.
a mind roll, which I believe is better than your edge.
It is. I'm not edgy, but do I have a mind? Doesn't make me sound very smart. Okay. Anyways.
You know.
While you're doing that, I would like to look at the readout for Elysium and see if there's any kind of deactivation sequence. Like to bring out of suspended animation.
Yeah, there is. It's very clearly labeled.
Okay. So do we... I mean, we're looking for the Elysium key, right? So should I just push the button?
Are we hoping they'll walk out on their own?
I don't know.
Me neither. This is so not my area of expertise.
Machines are my thing. People, not so much. I can take it apart. I can make sure that it's not going to break.
I got an 11.
You got an 11, which is a full hit.
Just show me your cards, Rowan. Just tell me everything, Rowan. Tell me it all.
There's a list of questions down there. And you do gain. You had some questions in mind, right? What were those questions?
Okay, so my question was, do any of the tanks have names at the top of them?
No, the tanks themselves don't have names, but sifting through the digital space, you can see that they are separated, labeled, assigned.
Like
That's a good word.
Do any of them? Thank you. Do any of them look familiar? Like, does Artemis, Zeus, any of those people? Any of them at the state where you can recognize them?
There are a couple that look ready to go. You can see Zeus has one ready. Hera does as well. It looks like there is one ready to go for Ares.
I'll say this to.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just telling you. You can go ahead. I'm just gonna tell everyone. Hey, everyone! Everything that Rowan just said. And just tell you.
Exposition dump.
Exposition.
Do I notice the Ares?
You would, yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to that. Is there a way to shut this pod down that I can see?
There's a way to like drain it and open it up so that the body is ready to be taken out and used for whatever purpose it would have.
Hey, keto diet, what you up to over there?
First of all, it's none of your business.
Kind of business, we're all in this together.
You keep your eye on the Elysium.
Why do I have to keep? Why are you only paying attention to one? You got some beef with them or something?
I didn't actually hear what you just said. Could you?
Oh, sorry, no worries. I said, what, do you have some beef with that person, Ares or something?
Ares? Yeah, you might say that.
He doesn't everyone have beef with him? He's not like the cool person. As opposed to the other one being too all suck, but
yeah, the god of war, not exactly high up on my friends list.
You are aware that this is like a job. It's not personal, right? And you were not someone, you're a professional, right? You wouldn't try to mix business and pleasure, right?
He's gonna try to cut the cables that are keeping this pod working.
Yeah, you can do that easily.
unless people have an issue with that, wherein I will I will allow myself to be stopped.
No, I have nothing to say. You do what you want to do.
Are we just going after Elysium, or are we preventing the growth of what's here
Okay.
as well?
How many questions do I get when I research stuff?
I mean, if you have more, you can ask him.
Okay,
But
so-
first though, you, Kato, you go ahead and slice the cables powering this pod, and it shuts down, and slowly begins draining of the liquid inside of it, and the body just sort of like slumps forward against the glass.
He's just gonna kind of like look into there. My camera will show my arm, and he's just gonna whisper to him. He's, all right, that's one, and we're nowhere near finished.
Hey, are you done monologuing over there, or are we
He's
just
gonna
gonna
punch the glass and just break it a little bit, and then
Okay.
he's gonna dump it.
Okay, I guess we're not done monologuing. Okay, just flagship, you know. Anyways, can one follow-up question I have is, which is good timing because I was interested in that. Does it feel like, from the way I'm researching all this stuff, that if we break these things, is there technology still in place that they could like just redo it if they needed to? Or is if we take the key, it's done for? Or if we destroy all these pods, will it slow them down, etc.? Like, did what keto do make any difference?
Physically destroying the equipment would definitely slow down the process.
Okay, cool.
There is a lot of digital data here on the processes behind this. You definitely don't have time to sift through all of it, let alone try and erase all of it. But with with the 11 on that roll, you do just like scrolling through some things very quickly, speed reading, you do get the sense that Elysium is important, very important to this process. You don't know exactly why, but
Okay. I walk over to the group. I regurgitate what Rowan just said. To everyone.
So aggressive.
I'm just like this. And next, this thing is important. I don't know why. That's just important. Just listen to me on this.
So if we take her out, then this might all not work anymore? Is that what you're saying?
Like it. Seems like it. It seems like an integral part, so at least it will slow them down enough that they wouldn't take a long time.
No, we have to
Maybe-
the entire body. I apologize.
Maybe
So-
she's the blueprint.
Oh shit.
What if this is like the original and the others are flavored copied, so
I
like
mean, it would-
copies?
and if all of these are supposed to be the other gods, it explains why Zeus is the leader, right? He's the one that's holding the key. If they mess up the way that Hercules did earlier, that's why he was so scared. I always thought it was so weird that the gods were afraid of each other, because if they're all immortal, then what can one god do to the other one, right? But if he is pretty much their creator, their dad, if he doesn't like one version of them, he could just throw that away and get a new one.
Nobody happens to have a body bag, do they?
I stare at Augustus.
Rowan, you mentioned this is like a surgical lab, so I imagine there's all kinds of surgical equipment around.
Oh, a ton.
I would like to, while folks were investigating and processing the information, I would like to have gathered some DNA samples, mainly from like Zeus, just in case we run into like bioscanners or something.
Okay.
Smart.
Makes more
Good plan.
sense.
Yeah, you are able to do that.
So should we push the button? Are we letting her go?
Welcome to this entire episode. Do we let the body out?
Oh, I guess we can. Do you think I'll wake up?
Well, because we have to take her with us, right?
Yeah. Okay. Does anyone have? Oh my god, I have extra clothes. I just remembered. Yeah.
Also-
Okay. Do you think it wants to dress as classy, or do you think, oh my god, what if we make it dress like classy? Then no one will ask any questions.
Have you been asked questions while wearing those clothes?
Fair point. Less questions. I mean, it'll be less weird for me to be wearing a classy outfit, and then not weird. My inside clothes are kind of weird, anyways.
I'm by no means a medical expert, but if you've been in suspended animation or coma for a while, walking is. Plus, like, I mean, if this person is here voluntarily and we bring them out, they're probably not going to give answers we like to those questions.
Fair, but who would want to who would volunteer for becoming just the blueprint for a bunch of gods? Never living a real life, just being used. That sounds terrible.
People volunteer for the strangest things sometimes.
So, okay. So option A is that she wants to be in there, and we'll never know unless we let her out. Option B, we let her out. She doesn't want to be there, and we've saved the day.
Yeah.
Option C, we let her out but keep her asleep.
I don't know how to do that.
Or she doesn't actually wake up in the first place.
Is that too?
Well,
I can see if there's more tranquilizer left. That could do it for a while.
While we're doing that, I'll help. I think we should, if we're gonna destroy this, we should destroy it just so it takes some time for them to catch up to us. We could have came and went with the key and not made a big fuss, but that has now been destroyed by Kato. So might as well destroy everything.
Well, okay, that was my follow-up thing. How do we stand on, like, these are people that have, lives, and we'd be taking those away. And I mean, yeah, the gods have turned out to not be so great, but we don't know that they would inevitably end up that way.
I will say Celeste would know this by her data combing and whatnot. These are more blank slates, like meat suits, essentially. That the Olympians transfer into when they need to.
Got it. So, Elysium isn't. Elysium is a real person.
Correct.
Okay, so Elysium we don't kill because it's a real person who probably has feelings and likes and dislikes and all that. These things, eggs, they're just empty eggs. They're hard-boiled eggs. Let's not fuck with them. They've never been fertilized. Yeah, because they've not been fertilized. You see where the bit I'm trying to go with it here? So it's not like quite a...
Anyhow.
I'm sorry.
Well, like,
are you implying that Zeus has sex with these clones?
No, I'm not implying this. Oh god, that's not what I meant to say. I just meant the soul is the sperm. Oh god, gross. Casey, no, gross. Casey, I don't want to have sex talk. Casey, we've been over this. I don't want to hear sex talk for the third time. I don't want to hear it.
Well,
moving on.
Well, so we're bringing her out?
Yeah. Whoever wants to do it, because I don't want to take responsibility for when it happens.
Just smack the button.
All right.
Right.
As you do that,
And,
as you smack the button, there is like a tss, tss, tss,
You said to let her out.
as the glass on this opens up to the side, and you can feel heat coming out as it's like rapidly, not necessarily defrosting. They weren't frozen, but heating up, and you see eyes flutter open, and they look around, and then they are choking on the tube in their throat.
Slowly, delicately pulling the tube out.
Yeah, you get that out, and they just sort of and try and like push up and take a step forward and just fall to the ground onto her knees.
Oh no. I help. I go to them.
Stronger folk. Could you...
Yeah, Kato will pick them up.
Are you okay?
Do any of your characters speak sign language?
I think
Speak what?
I did not pick up sign.
I think I put that from my original one. I do.
I can double check because didn't bring that with me in the transfer. I'll double check on that.
Then Celeste, you would see they very weakly, very clumsily sign. Who are you?
My name is Celeste. Celeste. Oh, my sister. My friends? Does it really hesitantly? Who are you?
They'll sign EL.
Why are you here?
How long has it been?
How long has it been since when?
Check the readout. The medical readout.
Doesn't really say.
on.
No.
Don't know.
You're not the usual people.
Usual people? I signed really fast. Who are the usual people?
With the coats and the bald man.
We're here to save you.
I signed that. Very hesitantly.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Shut
They
Are
sign.
you okay?
They sign okay, and then just pass out.
up. Oh, good. That solves that problem.
Well,
All right, well.
And it is at this point that Casey, since Celeste is preoccupied at the moment, Casey, since you are still jacked in, you notice a flurry of activity happening in the digital space. As the other user that you had noticed earlier, the one that had the codename Charybdis, appears to be trying to do a bunch of things right now.
Uh-oh. Celeste, we got company.
Oh, okay.
I think we need to go like now.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Bah,
Who want?
bah.
Oh shit! Augustus, can you pick up the naked
Alarms
child?
start going off.
I've already got her in my arms.
Let's go. Let's go. I'd like to. I'm still jacked in. Can I just open the door, or do you need me to do a?
You go to start doing that, and you see the door has already begun to open.
Oh, that works out conveniently. Oh,
What are you all doing?
So
there was an exit that we found, right? Is it your con? Someone
It is
found
on the-
that, or was that?
it was on the other side.
There's the big door, and then
Huh.
there's probably some vents or something somewhere.
there's no other like proper door, right? This
No,
was the only entrance.
just the big vault door.
Should we go bench climbing? I mean, we might as well. We've done it before. By we, I mean Casey's done it before.
Be very awkward to get this what amounts to a dead weight body through who knows how much vents.
I'm assuming Augustus has plenty of experience with this, so I think it's fine.
The large door begins to open.
Well, it's now or never. We either stay or we go.
I would like to try and see if I can find what looks like some kind of maybe access hatch or because I imagine there's got to be an alternate exit.
Yes, go ahead and roll me roll assess.
Can I roll an assess to see if you know those vents that we found when we could find out that there was oxygen? Can I look at those and see if
You never found those. You didn't go
didn't?
looking.
Oh, can I go look for them now?
That is what Augustus is doing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I rolled a 10. I assume
All right,
that's good.
so yes. So do you have the list of moves open?
Um,
Okay, so you
give
get
me 1 sec.
You gain 3 hold, and you can spend those hold at any time during this scene, including now, to ask one of the following questions. What potential complications do I need to be wary of? What do I notice despite an effort to conceal it? How is blank vulnerable to me? How can I avoid trouble or hide here? What is my best way in, way out, way past? Where can I gain the most advantage? Who or what is my biggest threat in this situation? Who or what is in control here? So you can ask 3 of those questions at any point during this scene.
Cool. I think I'll start off by saying, what is the best way out or past here?
The best way out, you are guessing, is not going to be through this main door that is opening up, because as it begins to open up, you hear shuffling and movement outside. So there's definitely someone or someone's out there. Looking around, you scan the top of the room, looking for vents, access hatch, something. And your eye catches a ladder in the far back corner that goes up to a very small walkway along the top of the room that does appear to have a ventilation shaft in it that you could fit through one at a time.
Okay. I'll start climbing that and just, signal for folks to follow me. And then I guess I'll ask, what do I notice in an effort to conceal it?
What do you notice despite an effort to conceal it? I'm going to be honest, there's not a whole lot being concealed at this moment that you haven't picked up on already. Yeah. There are, at this point, you can tell that there are, how many? There are, where's my notes? There are 6 armed and armored guards outside of the vault doors, as well as a robot that you, it's a longer robotic form with 4 legs. You know those robots that they have teach how to open doors and go upstairs and stuff like that? Imagine one of those, but if it was really big and had a lot of armor and some guns on it.
Spoopy.
Yeah.
So those Boston Dynamics robots, but what they will eventually become.
Correct.
Gotcha.
We're already in an alert system, right? There's alerts going off and everything.
Alarms are going off in this facility.
Can I roll to compromise security? Because I would like to get into this building security nodes, so I can either cancel an alert, or I can cancel a lockdown, or cancel traps. So I can do a lot of cool stuff in the building security nodes. But first, I have to manipulate the system.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to compromise security or manipulate systems. What you trying to do?
Manipulate systems would be doing stuff like trigger or activate alert. Routine. I'm trying to do what routines are instead of security measures, which is really
okay. Oh yeah, compromise security is what you want to do.
Right. So I'm gonna do that. Guess what, squad? I figured out how to do hacking. Someone tell me they're proud of me and pat my head, please. Thank you. Okay. There we go.
While they're doing that, Gato is going to kind of try to give what is this unconscious body to. Well, Augustus is in the vents. Celeste is busy, so either Casey or Zircon, because he's going to try to be last through the vent to try to give them time to get out, and maybe he can, hold them off. And he's going to start up Strife and Sanctuary.
All right. What does that look like when they were on? Oh,
so basically he has 2 gauntlets on. one black and one white, both with big S's on them. From the S on the white one comes this glowing blue shield that extends probably about halfway down his body, and the from the black one, strife from his basically from right about here, like Wolverine style almost. He's just got these like glowing blue and red tipped cat claws, if you've ever seen the weapon cat claws. And so that's kind of what he's got right now.
All right. What did you get on your roll, Celeste?
I'm a level 2, not super great. Got 3.
3. Yeah, you're like, okay, you go back into the system trying to shut down this alert, just something, and you are pushed back by the other user in the system right now. I'm going to Yeah, as you are pushed back, you see from one of those digital corridor spaces a red like paw steps out, and then another one, and you see this like flaming red dog come around the corner and just lock eyes with you.
Oh, fun. Great. Love that.
Casey would have seen this too.
Time to go, I think.
We should probably check out.
What is Zircon doing right now?
Well, if we're taking the vent, did we get L up there?
Not yet.
Somebody has to take her from me.
Okay. I'm not the best at going fast, but I'll definitely offer to help. We need to get her up there and make sure that, because I am not the meatiest, so I probably shouldn't be the person doing the heavy lifting, but I can probably push her in front of me, provided it's. I'm not great at the whole meat thing, but I can give it a go.
Me neither, but if you give me a second to jack out, sounded wrong.
On your own time.
And see, this is why I don't want you to be in the hemisphere. Whenever I keep telling you I got Jack in, you used to always say, "Huh?" You said Jack, and I said, "Casey's not about that." And you know that, and you went, "Ha, technology has funny names."
That was not the time.
Between Augustus and Zircon, one of you can roll to mix it up, and the other can roll to help or interfere if they would like.
Is helping just an assist roll?
You essentially you roll, and if you roll well, you can give them +1 forward. So
Okay.
who is better at meat?
Augustus, probably.
I'm actually not good at meat.
Damn it.
Well, I have a
'Cause
-1 if we're
Edge-
going meta.
What do I have in that? Let me check.
Augustus, I think you have a 0, so technically you are better than Zircon.
I would roll an assist, because I'm kind of providing Overwatch with my pistol. Also, I've seen the holo vids. If I touch it, the mother won't take it back.
All right, fair enough. Zircon, why don't you go ahead and roll to mix it up?
Heaven help us all.
What do I roll for assist? Or
Roll and add links.
Oh my gosh, it's a 10.
a
Good job, Zircon. Good job, Zircon. Carry that dead body. I mean, a live body.
10 is the best you can get. 10 plus, you achieve your objective.
Proud of you.
You
Good
manage to like wrap L's arms like over your shoulder and climb up this ladder. You have gotten her to the top. So Augustus and Zircon are at the top. Celeste, Casey, and Kato are not. And at this point, I'm going to have the guys with guns go ahead and take a turn. So you see 4 of them enter this room, 2 in the front down low, the 2 in the back up above them. They are holding automatic rifles, and let's see, 2 are going to go ahead and shoot at Kato, and then 1 at Casey and 1 at Celeste. So let's go ahead and...
Can I stand in front of Celeste
No, don't do that.
to block?
No, don't do that. Protect yourself.
Uh,
Don't you do it. Don't
sure.
you do it.
Also,
no.
I assume this is a charged situation,
You could say that, yeah.
because I'm going to roll for serious badass.
Okay, what is that?
So when you enter a charged situation, roll style.
Mm-hmm.
10 plus, gain 2 holds. 7 and 9, gain 1 hold. Spend 1 hold to make eye contact with an NPC present who freezes or flinches and can't act until you break it off. 6. It says 6 minus. Your enemies identify you immediately as their foremost threat.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and do that then, before I say who they target.
That is an 11.
Damn.
All right.
How many
Would
of
you
them
like to-
have-
There
I'm
are
sorry.
4 that have entered the room as of now. The other 2 and the centaur are holding back.
How many of them have like heavy weapons,
All of define heavy weapons.
like machine guns?
All of them.
Ah, terrible.
These are Zeus's highly trained guards.
So I mean, I'll grab one of their attention because,
Yeah.
I've only got the one eye. I mean, technically, I have the eye patch. There is a cyber eye under there, but
Yeah, one of them goes to like point a gun up and just stops, frozen, essentially. They like break stride with the rest of their other 3. Who did you want to? Did you want to stop one of the ones that were shooting at you, or one of the ones that were shooting at Casey?
one of the ones that was shooting at Casey.
All right. So that means that 1 will still unload at Casey. A hail of gunfire spews out towards you. Do you have any armor?
I have subdermal plating.
And how much?
That's subtracts 2 from my roll and 3 if it's a flesh-out weapon.
Okay. It's not a fleshlight weapon. It is a machine gun. It is a 2 harm weapon. So it would reduce that down to 0 damage. However, you still need to roll the harm move, which is you will roll 2d6 and add the number of harm taken. So you'll add 0. You are shooting for a low number on this one.
Okay, I got it.
If you're using roll
Just-
20, there's a roll harm button right below your harm clock.
Oh, look at that. Man. I rolled a 7.
You rolled a 7. I gotta choose one. Either you lose your footing, you lose your grip on whatever you're holding, you lose track of someone or something you're attending to, or someone gets the drop on you.
Don't do it. Oh, don't do it.
I'm going to say that you lose grip on whatever you are holding, as you have to sort of dodge out of the way to resist, to avoid this gunfire. You drop your cyber deck and it goes spinning away across the floor. You can still see where it is. You can go get it. It is sort of out in the open.
Since I'm behind Casey, can I go grab it?
When we get to your turn.
Okay.
Kato, 2 of them are shooting at you. Do you have any armor?
I should. Let's see if I manage to put that in there.
I believe we said your shield gives you armor.
Yes. I believe we said it was going to act as extra armor. If not, that's also fine.
So how much armor do you think you have?
All of it?
Need a
How
number,
much
friend.
armor? Yes.
I don't know what the general numbers are for armor.
Let me look at your character sheet real quick.
Because I definitely didn't put any armor in here.
Well, you know, that's fine. Sideboard. This is engaging content.
This is the part where Rowan scats for a little bit.
And I was gonna say, and then someone put down a jazzy beat. I'm really glad you all got armor. I didn't get armor that was normal. Armor against black ice, which isn't helpful in real people time, but you know, it's fine.
I think we
Well,
said
you
that
should
you're.
in the freezer.
I think we.
Oh yeah, I do have a freezer.
I think we said that your shield gives you 2 armor.
Okay.
So you would reduce the damage from both of these attacks down to 0. However, you do still have to roll the harm move twice.
Okay. And so, what am I rolling for harm? It's 2d6.
2d6
then...
plus the harm taken, which for you is 0 because of your armor.
Okay. 6.
6, and then what was the other one? Because you got shot twice, so you have to roll
wait.
twice.
I sure did. Worse. 7.
7. Alright. Use your footing, lose grip of your holding, lose track of someone or something you're attending to, or someone gets the drop on you. So as you are defending, you bring up your shield to defend against a hail of gunfire, while keeping eye contact with the one guard that you have frozen in fear. Enough to not notice the enormous robot that has weaved its way between the tanks and is sort of right next to you at this point.
Oh, whoopsie.
Whoopsie daisy!
Oh, whoopsie.
Who wants to take an action?
I do.
Oh, go ahead.
I would say most of us.
Casey,
I
what you
will-
got? I heard you
Go
first.
later.
So before running to grab my cyber deck, I would like to use up one of my gear,
Okay.
if possible. And I would like to use that to say that I brought an EMP.
Okay. This is still a thing you'll have to roll for, like activating it, but
I want to wipe the system. I mean, if I had more time, I was going to make an electromagnet, and if you question me, I'd tell you exactly how to make an electromagnet, because I know how to do that.
Nope. Yeah, you're a science teacher. I know that.
We get you. We
Teachers.
No better
get it,
than to
Bo.
question
You're
you.
a science genius. Let it go. God damn you.
For science.
It's really difficult.
Okay, you have in your possession a localized electromagnetic pulse.
I would like to throw that in the direction. Well, okay. How big is localized?
It'll hit the room.
The whole room.
Not the whole
Okay.
room. I'm gonna say.
God,
I'm gonna say 6 meters.
6
throw it
meters.
near where the
6 meter radius.
Throw it near where we got the body, because if that's the original case, that's gonna be for them to fix.
There's also a robotic centaur bearing down on me currently.
Very
Just
true. That's
saying.
Yeah, I was gonna throw it. I was gonna throw it in that direction, if possible, trying to get it so that also that computer was within that radius. I don't know if
Yeah.
if that
Go
works out.
Go ahead and roll. This seems like an act under pressure roll. You can do act under pressure or mix it up, whichever you're better at.
So act under pressure is
Act under
cool,
pressure is
and mix it
cool,
up.
and mix it up is meat.
I feel like cool.
All right.
I'd like to roll cool, Rowan.
Please do.
Yeah,
always very cool.
that's an 8.
There's an 8. You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The MC will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. Ooh, okay. Here's the... Okay. You can get the... either just the centaur, or the centaur, the computer, and Celeste, who is currently jacked in.
No,
Damn.
not doing that.
Okay, it's okay. It's
Not
okay.
doing
it's okay.
that.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right, so
Casey,
just
no,
the-
it's-
Okay, well, hold on. Do I know what would happen if she got? No, it would be bad. It would definitely.
if
be
you are
bad.
forcibly ejected, bad things happen. You are aware of that as a amateur hacker yourself.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Not doing that. Definitely just gonna hit the centaur then. It would be nice if, but if choice is wreck one of us and maybe get the centaur on the computer, I'm gonna just choose a centaur.
All right.
Suppose
But
there's
you have to make sure to mark experience because you let your membership with me in their mission.
I don't suppose there's any way for me to ricochet that off my shield towards the computer.
What did you roll total, Casey?
I rolled an 8.
I will say no.
Okay. It's important to say no,
Yeah.
especially to your players.
If if they had rolled a 9, I would let you try and roll to help.
Oh.
Listen,
Yes,
all right.
I'm
I'm
listening.
bad at dice.
I know.
Dice and me, we don't get along.
You throw out this presumably homemade contraption, and it rolls along the ground to right under this centaur as it is spinning 2 like mounted machine guns to face Kato, and it just out and it just.
Now, question for you, Rowan. Does
Mhm.
that mess with my cyber eye and also all of my weapons?
I'm going to assume that it does not.
Okay. You can
Uh,
say yes.
No, I'm going to say no.
It's fun for the DM to say no when you're trying to be masochistic as well. Don't worry, Ryan.
Hey.
Yeah.
Look,
And
it's
saying no to
literally,
you.
It's literally on my character sheet. Masochistic, okay? It's how I
Celeste.
gain
why.
experience.
Celeste, what did you want to do?
Uh,
While all of this is going on, do remember there is a red ice program bearing down on you.
Yeah. Okay. I think I can jack out without getting hurt if I do it good enough. Oh, but I might not.
You would have to roll plus cool.
Okay, I'm gonna try jack out. If I can do it well.
Alright.
Worst thing to happen. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Should I attack? Ugh, it's red ice, so I can't have as much protection as possible. That kind of sucks. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll just try to attack out.
Alright. Roll plus cool. You got an 8 total.
Yeah.
You jack out, but choose one. Either you lose some data, you take some of the established consequences, which would be the red ice doing something to you, or the owners of the target system trace you to your current location. I will
Ooh.
say they do know where you are right now. So pick one of the first 2.
Damn, I was gonna be like, so you're saying I can have it? I'll take some of the established consequences.
All right. You are in the process of jacking out. This flaming hound leaps forward and bears into you right as you manage to escape from the matrix. Let me see. It is going to. Let me pull up your character sheet and see what your active programs are. It is going to destroy your identity protection program.
Oh, I was gonna say I can do +1 forward to jack out. I have eject on.
I
And
did
then
see that. That would only get you up to a 9,
Yeah, that's
which is still a
awesome.
mixed success.
This is a bummer. Oh well.
And if you want, you can run over and pick up Casey's cyber deck.
Yes, I'd like to do that. And then can I go and try to follow Augustus?
Not right now.
Okay.
Next time you get to act. Kato, Augustus. You're muted.
I am. Yeah, I was asking myself if I was muted. I assume the centaur is currently not an issue.
Correct.
And so there's how many people?
There are 4 in the room, 2 out of the room. You have 1 in the room locked down.
Do they look like Olympians, or do they just look like hired help?
They are. They're not Olympians. These are, hired help. These are Zeus's elite guards.
Okay.
They're no pushovers.
Right. I'm just gauging how much damage to do.
They are
the
wearing
gods.
armor.
So where is literally everybody else right now?
Augustus and Zircon are up near the vent with L. Celeste is standing out in the open, holding Casey's cyberdeck, and Casey is tucked behind some equipment at the bottom of the ladder.
Okay. Do they have synthetic nerves, Rowan?
I mean, yeah.
Cool. That was bound to happen eventually. I keep asking every time.
Yeah,
How
these
many
are elite guards.
Can one make? Just one?
How many? What?
Attacks can one make?
1
Okay.
typically.
Going to vault over the centaur and try to crack one of them in the face.
All right. Go ahead and roll to mix it up.
Mix it up is meat plus 2d6.
Yes, 2d6 plus meat. And then if you have any moves or anything, to
11.
11 is very good. You when you roll an 11, you achieve your objective, which means where is your weapon listed on your character sheet?
Currently
I am on the
Right?
wrong character sheet.
Currently using strife.
You are Kato. Here we go. Strife does 3 harm, I'll say, because you rolled an 11. You get to bypass their armor. And these people do have 3 health, so that is enough to crack them across the face. You smash open the faceplate of this person, and they are knocked to the ground. Are you trying to knock them unconscious? Or-
Incapacitate, not kill.
Okay, they are incapacitated.
Then I think that's pretty much all I can do. Yeah.
Pretty much. You can move a little. If you want to try and get to a different position, you would have to break your badassness to do that.
I'm currently in the middle of just all of them, right?
More or less, yeah.
I'll stay.
All right, Augustus, what are you up to?
I came down to the lab, saw what was on the slab, and now my trigger finger is itching with anticipation. I'm gonna take a pot shot from my vantage point.
All right, go ahead and roll to mix it up.
Okay, here we go. That is a 6.
That is a 6. That is not.
Can I throw in that 1 hold I had to push that to a 7? I don't know if that's a thing.
I mean, technically no, but sure, why not? Choose
Can I
2.
Assist them instead, since
You have used your action this.
Okay, so that's an action that.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just
Yeah.
gonna say because like I know that we have.
I will
boots.
say if you want to aim at the one that Kato is keeping on lock, then you can get a +1 forward from that instead of your hold.
Yeah, that works.
Cool. So choose two. Either you make too much noise and basically attract more attention. You take harm as established by the fiction. An ally takes harm as established by the fiction, or something of value breaks.
Ooh.
You have to choose two of those.
I guess attract attention because I am using my heavy revolver.
Okay.
And then, what are the other ones?
You take harm, an ally takes harm, or something of value breaks.
Ooh. I think I'll pick somebody else take harm.
Fair enough. I will say that yeah, that's probably going to be Kato, who is in the midst of all of this fuckery at the moment.
Hey, when I suffer a harm, I mark experience.
Yes,
Hey,
you
there
do.
you go. Teamwork.
You aim down with your heavy pistol, blast away, aiming to kill or incapacitate.
I guess incapacitate. That seems to be what we're doing.
All right. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
I mean, unless anyone has any objections to it, I will probably shoot to kill.
Yeah, these are like Zeus's elite jackboots, so I see no problem with that.
Yeah, and everyone that's not getting back up isn't chasing me, so.
It's a good point.
Listen, they're not the guys who are just like nice limo drivers. They're just in the wrong.
They're not Greg.
Not Greg. We loved Greg. It wasn't Greg, so go with it.
So
How much harm does this do?
That is a 3.
3. All right, that is enough to take this one that is like frozen, just like frozen, pointing at Kato. You blast down, take them out as they are falling backwards. You know, muscle spasms and whatnot. They pull the trigger of their gun, it fires, and Kato is grazed on the shoulder for 1 damage. So mark 1 on your. Oh, I see you already have.
and my armor doesn't do anything for that.
Not for this. No.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so I've marked the harm right.
Yes,
correctly.
you
Yes.
have.
Okay. Sweet.
Zircon, what are you up to?
I am just trying to get L out of there because
Okay.
we're already climbing into the vents, right?
Yes, that is easy enough to do. I'll say you don't even have to roll for that. You can grab them and start moving through the vents. You sort of have to like move backwards and like pull them with you. It's not an incredibly large vent, but you can do it.
Awesome.
Cool.
So yeah, I'll do that and like just pray to anyone who's listening. Not these gods, but others that things
Sure,
are
yeah.
going well.
I mean, y'all could probably use it. That
Not
was
these gods is such
ominous.
a funny phrase. Not these gods, other ones.
Okay. It's my turn. I get to do things now. 2 of the 6 guards have been taken out. Augustus, you did draw some attention, so the 2 that were in the back of the room are going to turn up and fire at you. And what, if any, armor do you have?
I believe I have 1, and then because of armored clothing, I think it's a -1 to whatever harm they try to roll.
So you will take a -1 to your harm roll, which is good because you want to roll low on harm.
And then I have 1 armor.
Okay, so you will get, these are heavy guns, so you will take you'll take 2 damage. So mark 2 on your harm clock. And then go ahead and roll the harm move twice, which right now is just going to be 2d6 flat. And what are your results?
One is a 5, one is a 9.
5 is good. 9, MC will choose 1. You lose your footing, lose your grip on whatever you're holding. You lose track of someone or something you're tending to. I'm going to say that you are hit in the arm by a bullet from these guns, and it causes you to drop your heavy pistol, and it tumbles over the balcony.
Oh no. Now I just have 1 pistol.
And then, who would like to take a... Oh, no, I still have 2 more guys with guns. I forgot about them.
No, I think it's our turn, actually.
They are both going to turn and fire on Kato. So...
Did Zircon
Kato-
ever do anything? I apologize.
Yes, Zircon moved L into the vent, so they are both out of harm.
Okay, cool. I think I must have spaced for a hot second.
It happens. Go ahead and roll the harm move twice for me.
What if I don't want to, though?
I can always just advance your harm clock.
As Dee has once said, what if I just said no? Wouldn't that be absolutely wild? What if I just said no?
I can always just advance your harm clock if you want me to.
Don't do that.
7?
7 is
And 8.
7 and 8. I'm gonna say that someone gets the drop on you. By which I mean these 2 guys with guns like fire at you and move in and just like start grabbing you by the arms. You are being grappled by them.
Cool. Do I take actual damage?
No, you do not take any damage. But you're being held by them now.
Neat.
Who would like to do a move? Kato, what you got?
Let's see. What can I do? I still have a hold from Serious Badass I can use.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to make one of them flinch by looking at them, so he stops touching me.
You just whip your head to the side and death glare at this one, and he just lets go.
Cool. And I will let you decide which arm that is, because I know I would choose the one that was holding Strife, but...
I'm gonna say you can punch.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna just uppercut straight to this dude's face or throat.
Very
But
good.
Uppercutting to the throat. I would like to kind of angle it so that the blades don't actually cut into his throat. I'm kind of just trying to bash his windpipe.
Okay. You go ahead and swing forward. This is the new system. I'm still learning the combat. I did it a little wrong last round. It's fine. You just you hit when you attack. You just get to hit.
Neat.
And then I can do things on my end.
So I'm not rolling.
No, you don't need to roll. You punch them.
I have to roll my meat.
You do not have to roll your meat at this moment. Okay. You slam into him. Would you... I'm back. Would you rather do harm or get him off your person?
I'd rather do harm.
Okay. Still holding on to you, but he takes 1 harm because it is reduced slightly by the armor.
I'm still looking at the other guy. So,
Yes. Very good.
so he's not going to touch me again until I say so.
Appreciate that. Celeste, Casey, Augustus.
Casey needs to jack out, I think, right? And I'd
Yeah.
like to-
Casey, you are still jacked in.
Yes. So I would be running over to Celeste.
Okay.
And trying to get that done as quickly as possible. I do have a program to help me jack out.
Good.
Still
Go ahead
sounds wrong.
and roll that. Because as soon as Celeste jacked out, this flaming red hound did turn its eyes on you.
Even with my identity protection. I said I didn't even believe it.
Go ahead and roll to jack out.
Jack out is
Cool.
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 And if you do enough, if you do bad, I'll help you. I'll help
I hate that you don't roll me to jack out.
you.
That's
There's
a
something that really hurts
7.
me
I
about
forgot
this.
to take my 1 forward, so that would be an 8. So even if you helped.
No, oh yeah, you're right. Even if I help, it'd still be a 9. Yeah.
You jack out, but you choose one. Either lose some data or take some of the established consequences.
Do you have any data? I'm the one that's holding the data right now, right?
I gave you both of those as options. Your sound doesn't appear to be coming through.
My parents decided to print like right now.
Oh. Okay, so
Joys
while
of
that
being
is
at your parents.
Hey.
There we go. It's done. Sorry, what was the 2? I was like, oh god. Please don't do this
either
right now.
lose some data or take some of the established consequences.
I don't think I have any data.
I am presenting both as an option.
I will take the data.
You do manage to jack out, but you are under extreme duress. It is very rough, and you know that something not good happened. You're not sure what you won't be sure what until you go in and check. Okay. Celeste and Casey, what are you two doing right now? Now that you are jacked out, what are you doing in the meat space?
I'd like to run to the vents.
To what?
The vents.
Okay. Run and climb up the ladder. I'm gonna have you both make a act under pressure roll, which is
Not
plus
super-
cool.
Super good at that.
I appreciate you reminding me of that.
No problem.
Because I would just be checking every time. Roll cool. That's a not good roll.
What are your results? The two of you?
It's a 5.
Oh, okay.
I can't see mine for some reason, so I don't know.
Uh,
I think you got an 8.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Jeez, this web captioner, holy crap.
Yes. On an 8, you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. I could offer you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice. Celeste, I'm gonna say, since Casey rolled so poorly, you get to decide which one of you gets up the ladder this round.
Casey.
Okay. Casey, Celeste motions for you to go ahead. You manage to make your way up the ladder and duck into the vent behind Augustus. Celeste, you are still on your way up the ladder. Augustus, what are you up to?
I would like to back up, as close to the vent, ready to duck in, then take another pot shot with my holdout pistol.
At whom?
I guess whoever I have the clearest shot at.
There are two sort of out towards the entrance of the room. One that is holding on to Kato, and one that Kato is telling to fuck off with his special badass powers.
I think I'll help Kato out and shoot the one that is on him. Oh, I redeemed the sneak attack. I don't know what that does.
Okay, and how much damage does this other gun do?
This one just does 2.
Does 2? Alright. Let's see, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll to mix it up for me.
Ooh, that's a 11.
Yeah, you manage to. You're not going to do any actual damage to this guy, but you aim in just the right spot. You hit him in the shoulder. The force of it bends it backwards, and he lets go of Kato. And then, are you staying where you are or ducking into the event?
I think if I notice that this little holdout pistol doesn't have as much of an oomph, I'll just duck into the vent.
All right.
Oh, I have something you can use. I pull out from behind me an assault rifle. It's on the sheet.
Alright.
I love
Sure.
it.
You hit it really well under your beautiful red dress.
I fully just Disney character pulled it out from behind my back.
Yeah. Little did we know Casey just had hammer space this whole time, so that's
Listen, you can bring a weapon to thing with a fancy dress. Wonder Woman did it. We can do it too.
That's right. Okay, fine. You want me to make up a reason for why I have it?
No, you're good.
I take things. I just quickly put together an assault rifle.
Okay, that's cooler. I like that.
It's a quick kind of.
I like the idea of you pulling out various parts of your clothing, and then there's this thing, and then there's this thing, and Casey, Celeste, you have one, and I pull one out. I'm like, when did you put this in here? And you're like, that's not important.
Yeah. It's like various accessories and things. Yeah, I love that.
You thought this was a lipstick tube. I'm like, no one thought it was a lipstick tube. It's huge. You're like, everyone thought it was, but it's not.
That was a gesture I probably shouldn't have done.
That was.
Yeah.
We probably should have when we've been joking about
Hey, if
Jackie
anyone wants
Cat.
to clip that.
We've been banned.
That's wild. They just banned us.
What was that about not having fully read Twitch TOS? Okay, and then I get to do things, right? Unless Zircon, you wanted to do something from within the event?
I mean, I think I'm in a bit of a tight spot at the moment.
Yes, you
Oh.
can't get out right now.
Can you
I just heard Bella's sound of disappointment right now.
I did say sound of disappointment. I was just worried. I was like, what can you do? Oh man. Can you
going.
assess the situation to keep finding it, to keep going if you like?
I mean, I'm not short on things to do. It's more that the more pressing situation right now seems to be getting people out of the room, and there's not much I can do beyond make a bit more space for
No worries
for
about
people to
us.
follow.
I'd like to call to Zircon. We're okay down here. And I look at Saito, who's definitely not having a good time. Yeah, no, we're all fine. We're all fine here.
Yeah, I've not been hearing gunshots or anything. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
we
keep
got
inching
it. Come.
further into this vent labyrinth. And how straightforward a situation is it in here?
It has turns. You
Will
don't.
you let me activate the recording in my eye so that if I get lost, I can backtrack by watching the recording of where I.
Absolutely. I will give
Smart.
you I will give the gang +1 for gang? Whatever. I will give the
Come on,
gang +1 forward to all vent related moves.
That's a subgenre I never thought I'd heard.
Yes. My favorite types of moves. There's the help action, there's the attack, and of course the vent.
Rowan,
It's just like Among Us.
I need you to know that I'm pulling an Obi-Wan and I have the high ground right now.
Very good.
Alright. You may have the high ground, but I have 3 men with assault rifles. And I'm gonna use them. 2 are going to again attempt to shoot at Augustus. As they did draw their attention. Which is to say, you are going to take 2 more damage on your harm clock, which I believe puts you at 4,
Yes.
which is not a great number to be at. And then I need you to make the roll the harm move twice for me. So 2d6 flat.
Oh, well, one's a 4, but there's an 11.
Okay. 4 is good. 11 is not great. Choose one. You choose one of the following. You're out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, or panicked. Take the full harm of the attack before it was reduced by armor. Lose the use of a piece of cyberware until you can get it repaired. Or lose a body part. Arm, leg, eye, etc.
Ooh. Well, I mean, Oh no, I need both hands to use an assault rifle. I guess I'll lose a cyber eye.
Alright, you get peppered by a hail of gunfire, and one of them, bam, right into one of your cyber eyes, and it fritzes and has a little tiny explosion. Not enough to harm you or anything, just so that's not working right now. And then this other one is going to back up and try and shoot at Kato. You are reduced to 0 harm because of your shield, but you still have to roll the harm move for me.
I was muted. 3.
3. All right, you managed to avoid the harm.
These are good.
And those are all of my people. Augustus, Kato, and Celeste, you are the only ones out of the vent currently. What would you all like to do?
I'm just gonna try to go up the vent.
Easy enough. You can make it up there with your turn.
Schoolia.
Augustus, or how about Kato? Kato first, what are you doing?
Is there still a demon dog thing?
So that was a ICE program that only existed in the cyberspace.
Cool.
You don't have to worry about it.
I was a little worried, I'm not gonna lie.
No.
No one's talking about this thing.
No, that was a Celeste and Casey problem.
Oh. Yeah, who cares?
Which is a bummer, because if you had known how cool it sounded and what a badass thing you did by escaping, you'd be impressed.
Meanwhile, no. Let's see. How many people are left in the room? 4?
4. 1 that you have stunned.
Cool. And I guess I couldn't really ask how many harm the guy behind me who just let go of me has taken.
0.
0? I thought we did hurt him. Right.
You hurt the other one.
Because I definitely did 1 harm to the dude who was holding on to me still.
Yes, that's the one you hurt.
Okay. But the guy I'm looking at has taken no damage.
Correct.
Cool. I am going to try to sweep the legs out from under the dude behind me.
Okay. The one that you are mad dogging?
I don't know what that means.
The one that you're stunning?
No, the other one.
Okay.
Behind me.
I'm
in my I'm an old person, Rowan. I don't know what these things mean. Mad dogging.
No, mad dogging has existed for way longer than me being alive, right?
No, because I've literally never heard of it before.
Maybe you weren't hanging out with
Cool people.
Never mind. What?
Cool
Yeah,
people?
I was gonna say shady, but yeah, cool. Mad Dog is the thing.
I don't know. Anyway,
I'll tell you after the show. I'll check chat.
I don't care.
Kato, go ahead and make a mix it up roll.
Mix it up.
Yeah. And I
Cool.
believe you get a +1 forward to this because you count as a small gang?
No, I didn't take that,
Oh, okay.
which is too bad. I took the thing where if they have cyber nerves or whatever. So I don't get that.
All right.
But he has synthetic nerves.
Yes. These
That's
are
unfortunate.
augmented elite.
So it's just 2d6 and meat.
Yeah, 2d6 plus meat.
10.
Yeah, you managed to do it no problem. Sweep the leg. He falls to the ground. His weapon scatters out of his hand. And yeah, what would you like to do now?
He is going to do a totally necessary backflip and be in front of the rest of them as they try to get up the ladder, and he's still trying to draw their fire, etc.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a act under pressure roll to get up this ladder this round.
I don't want to. I want everyone else to go first.
Everyone else is up the ladder.
Cool. I look, see that I'm the only one left, and I go up the ladder.
All
I
right,
like
roll
the
to
idea
act
of
under
maybe
pressure.
You try to look heroic and you're like, I'll wait until the last one's there. Go on. You said, go on without me. And you realize we've already gone on without you. Like, we didn't
I mean,
even.
you're still there. It's not like you've left me. So it's 2d6 plus.
Cool.
Cool.
Which is your best stat as far as I know.
No, meat is my best stat
Oh, interesting.
at 2.
Ooh. You are very cool, though, as far as I remember.
That's a 4.
That's 4. You don't make it up the ladder this round.
I sure don't.
Augustus, what do you want to do?
Would I be able to take a shot and then duck into the vent with my
Easily.
movement? Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take my last shot, ideally at whomever I think shot one of my eyes out.
Yeah, you can do that. How much? What is the harm on this assault rifle, Casey?
That is a 3.
3. All right. Yeah, that is enough to pierce the armor and do some damage. You can see they are staggered back a bit and bleeding. And then you can duck into the vent.
Word.
All right. 2 of them are going to shoot at you, Kato, as you're climbing up the ladder.
Can I help? Can I help pull people up?
You are in the vent already.
Okay.
Kato is the only one left in the room at this point. Everybody else has
Casey just wants
ducked
to
into the
help.
vent. Go ahead and make the roll harm twice for me, please. You are muted. You're...
I sure am, Alex. So am I subtracting anything from this? I can't remember. Wait.
You block the damage from their guns with your armor, so it is 2d6 flat.
But I have taken harm already, yes? Do I not add the harm onto the rolls? Or is that a thing I'm misremembering?
You roll plus the harm suffered from the attack. And since your armor reduces that to 0, you just roll 2d6.
So just 2d6.
Twice, because you got 2 attacks.
Okay, so I have a 9 and an 11.
Well, 11's not great. So you get to choose one. Either you are out of the action, wouldn't recommend that. You take the full harm of the attack before it was reduced by armor. You lose the use of a piece of cyberware, or you lose a body part, arm, leg, eye.
No, I need
etc.
those. I need those things. I'll get. They can shoot me directly in the cyber eye, my eye patch.
All right. You will also lose a cyber eye.
We've lost one full person worth of eyes so far.
So Augustus and Kato, until you get it repaired, you do both not have use of the cyber eye. Cybernetic, whatever it is.
I had 2 cyber eyes, Rowan.
Yes, you can still see, but you cannot use the benefits of your cyber eye.
That's fair.
Of your cyber eye cyberware. But you managed to get up the elevator, and you can duck into the vent. And y'all can roll on out of there.
So with the 11 and the 9, all I did was lose an eye.
I mean, that's a pretty big thing.
I suppose, but I would have thought that I would have gotten hurt. I'm not complaining, mind you, but
Well, you had the option to take damage instead of losing the cyber eye, but you chose not to.
I don't use that eye much, though. It's mostly an aesthetics thing.
Why are you arguing with punished? You masochist. Stop.
Okay, I think with that, we are going to go ahead and go to break now. We're going to take a quick 5-10 bio break, get some water. I know I could use some. I've been talking a lot. And then we'll be back shortly.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. I don't know if we're still on or not. I'm just gonna hang out, and I'm just gonna vamp till Echo says that we're.
I love you, Ryan. Why
No
do you
longer
want to
on?
be injured so bad? Why do you want to be injured?
Did we tell?
I didn't ping them.
I might want to do so.
Yeah.
So,
We're pro streamers up here.
Yeah.
So
I
now-
got my hoodie. I only wore it because of the aesthetic and not because I don't want to wear real clothes.
Listen, whatever works for you.
It's a cropped hoodie, if anyone wants to know. Does that
I
makes
feel
me
like
more fancy?
hackers are just contractually obligated to wear hoodies.
Facts. Do you ever watch? Okay, do you ever play Watch Dogs and you're walking around as your super suspicious character? And to be honest, I would know that he's the hacker. I would know. I would see him on stream. I bet that guy hacks things.
I've
You
never
would know,
played-
but you wouldn't narc.
Hmm.
I really hope Echo just cuts us off. That would be great.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd
I
be
feel like
amazing.
that's the next
Bella,
step.
we can't narc. That's a core POC rule.
I tried to explain to Velvet for the 8th time that don't narc is not an Asian phenomenon. Listen,
Oh, true. No, you got me there. That's my bad.
we love to narc. That's all we do.
I've been trying to explain why narking is bad to Bella.
It's been a journey because I go, but Rowan, narking is good. And Rowan's like, no, Bella, it's not. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not kidding you when I tell you that as a child, like around 5, I was pulled aside by one of the matriarchs and literally told, like, you fucking narc, like I'll take you out. That is a life lesson.
I feel like Asians always are like told, like, at least from my experience, I was told, like, you always gotta trust the adults, like, turn your back against your siblings, doesn't matter, like, you are in this together. Like, you gotta kiss up to teachers, you gotta kiss up to anyone in authority, and always narc. And we're like, I'm the only one who stuck with it because I actually really like rules. Most of my siblings stopped doing that, so now they're not narkers, but I am. It's a problem.
This changes a lot between us.
No, I love you. I would never narc on you. I would never, ever. I like that one. Are we still on? I wonder?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we
These are just
absolutely
life
are.
lessons, though. Right?
Yeah, we
The people need to learn.
I
Okay,
messaged in
share
that
all
was-
the important things.
I would like anyone who is watching the VOD or anything to really think about, if you've heard the word mad dogging, did you hear it in a certain group of people? Do you know the definition of it? At what era do you think it got popular? Just let us know, you know? Think about it.
Leave a
Vibe
video
with it.
response.
Like, comment,
Video
and
response.
subscribe.
Subscribe. Just literally hit any of us up on Twitter, probably me. Go on Boondoggles on Twitter and just aggressively DM
Yeah,
me.
send this one to Bella.
Send all this to me. I don't even care.
PSAs about mad dogging and narking. This is
Tell
what
us
you
your
come
thoughts
here
about
for.
narking. Leave us the Velvet stuff about narking, me stuff about mad dogging, and then we're gonna make a presentation that we will present to the internet later.
We'll make a
Uh,
TED talk.
We'll make a test.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
No, I mean, we need to go
Please.
to break.
Get me out of this hell.
Welcome back, lovely people. We are here for some more action and excitement in Olympus. But first, crawling through an air vent.
Crawling through the air vents.
Our thieves have all found themselves crawling through an air vent, an air duct, whatever, with the unconscious body of L, as well as Casey's robotic dog companion that we definitely didn't forget existed in the first half of this episode. He's in the vent. Don't worry about it. What would you like to do?
I would like to use that robotic dog's ability.
Which is?
Jamming. So it's one of those sensors. I'm assuming jamming means that I can jam other sensors.
I mean, yeah. Is there a specific sensor you're trying to jam?
The ones that would be used to help follow us. Mm-hmm.
Is he going all
Okay.
of them?
Yes, I think all of the sensors.
Yeah.
I ask you, above all?
Option D.
Okay, I will keep in mind that you have that as a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Great,
I'll let you know
thanks.
when it becomes relevant.
Okay.
Everyone else, what are you all doing?
I am just sadly trying to figure out, not just now that everyone has space in the vents to actually get in, but where the hell am I trying to go?
I don't know. Where are you trying to go?
I'm trying to go either out of the building as a whole, but more so, I think, to if there's an area of the building where I don't think there's going to be any staff or security, like some area that has been completely neglected because it's just not used.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tall building.
It is a tall building. Specifically, it has 476 floors.
Yeah.
You're currently on the 454.
Yes. So it's more about, do I know what my options are from where I am right now? Because being not here is high up on my list of priorities.
There are plenty of places to go from
Mhm.
this air duct. It looks like it is part of like the main air ducts, air filtration, vent, cooling, whatever system throughout this building. So with enough time, you could probably get to most spots in this building.
Would you let me assess the situation to figure out if I have any idea of what the best course of action is?
Sure. Go ahead and roll to assess. You do have +1 forward to all vent-related rolls.
Ooh, no, I have no idea. That's a 5.
All right.
Forward is a good direction, I think.
Okay. Yeah. On a miss with an assess roll, you just don't get any information.
Yeah. And
Would
I'll
anyone-
just sort of mumble back. Does anyone know where these vents actually go? I have no idea.
Having a blueprint would have helped, huh? Can I? Oh shoot! This would be a sensor that I'd be using. Okay, can I swap out Pop's sensors so that it's no longer jamming and just kind of take out my tiny little insect drone and have it use its sonar? Try to
Sure.
kind of at least try to like map out. So like put out a
So
burst
cool.
of sound and map
Is
out.
that a specific move that does a specific thing, or is it
It's
just?
a sensor and it's sonar.
Let me
I
take
don't
a
think that had a specific thing.
look at
I will
that.
look as well.
Casey. Scrolling down to your drones. It has a sonar sensor.
That's what it That's what it said. Not
Okay.
kidding. Oh,
This work,
Use-
Bo, I'm proud of you. That was good work.
Using that,
It's
I
a-
will allow you to make an assess roll.
okay.
Can I help?
How would you be helping?
I pet the dog very gently. I'm just kidding.
Dog's
I'm
not
just
doing
kidding.
it, so
I'm just kidding. I hold Casey's hand and I go like I try to whisper all the things like when I watch them. I'm like, you got this. We've done this 100 times. You can do it one more time. Casey's, I'm assuming, loves like what's this called? Love languages is words of affirmation. So I'm just really feeding Casey with affirmations.
Oh, sure.
Alright.
Casey,
one
go to make your
forward?
roll first.
Oh,
And you do have +1 forward on this.
so then I would have 10.
Yeah, there's a 10 total.
Would have been a 9 without it.
Yeah, between that and the words of affirmation, you gain 3 hold. Do you have that list of questions, or would you like me to read them?
So we'll pull that up. So I would like to know what is the best way way out of these vents and onto the streets.
Yeah, you can send your little recon drone to fly out with its sonar sensor. You are all continuing to move, I assume, during this time. And your drone is gone for a couple minutes, and it comes back to you and reports that. How do you communicate with the drone?
Let me just double check. No, I don't have cyber eyes.
Does it,
or rather, I just have cosmetics. So I guess there would be like a little readout
Mhm.
on like a watch.
Yeah, it will report that it found a way for you to go a couple floors down, and from there, there's a part of the building that nobody is in right now, by the private elevator.
Awesome. So I'm going to share that like description to everyone's cell phones, whatever we've been using to communicate. And sorry?
I think it was the comms because we don't use agents anymore.
Right.
I mean, you've
I'm
got like
assuming
a device.
Eel?
yeah, some kind of device with a screen that can be used to communicate. Some might call that a phone.
We got
Yeah.
Dixie cups. Let's be real.
Some may
took
call it
me a
that, maybe
second.
not.
It took me a second to understand what you were referencing, so I was just like, we just have the cups. Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to turn off that sonar and turn back on the jamming.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to help Zircon carry El's lifeless corpse.
They are simply unconscious.
I know.
All right. You do still have 2 hold. So at any point during the scene, you can ask 2 of those questions.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to it.
Okay. Then you can go ahead and you can all make your way down there to the event, to this currently unmanned part of the building, and get into Zeus's private elevator if you would like.
That's either a really good or a really bad idea.
Might as well do it.
The
Where-
public elevator is nearby as well.
What do y'all think?
Are
look
there
for this-
any unconscious bodies around?
L's.
Unfortunate. Not the one I was thinking of. I was going to say we could take the regular elevator down to the street, but if we sent, I don't know, maybe just a few unconscious guards down, up
Ooh.
down or up the private elevator, they might not know which one to go to if they're
That's smart.
tabs on both.
I like that idea. Let's do that.
So we're going back out the vents.
At this point, I assume you have gotten out of the vent into this
Right.
currently empty part of the building near the elevators.
Cool.
Okay, I'm down with going with Keto's plan. What do you guys think?
Is there a way to create false readings on a sensor?
That's a very vague question, so yes.
Oh, that was in character.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Like, if we can, the number of people and, I don't know, heat signatures, that kind of thing?
yeah, I could try if you'd like.
I
What is the
have
goal?
no idea, but
Are we supposed to? Are you trying to say we're trying to hide the fact that those bodies are dead and our bodies are alive?
no, but more like if they look at, oh, which elevator do I go to? That one looks more like it has them in it.
Okay,
Okay.
I see. Could I do that, Rowan? Knowing my techno brain, would I know if that's a possibility?
Can I get that repeated to me? I'm very sorry.
I like the way that Polished asked. It's like if they look at the two, a way to like mess with scanners to show they saw the two elevators full of people, they won't be able to distinguish which one has alive humans in it.
Or even make the one we're not in look like the more likely one for us to be in if you look at the readings.
I imagine there's probably a way to do that.
And then with Pop, my dog, that we all remember, that's been there the whole time, jamming the signal, there would be no signal of us entering an elevator so far.
Cool. We can do
Either
both
elevator.
the. I'm just worried that if I try, because then that would assume me jacking in, and my fear is, well, I don't know. The person's gonna chase me either way, I guess, so it's fine. I'll try to jack back in, and I'll talk.
Okay, roll synth to log in.
Okay. Here we go. And you said I got one forward, so I'm gonna use it. What did I get?
That is a 9 total.
Nice. Casey, you want to help me?
Can I help you jack in?
We joked that we were
Sure.
connected.
Sure,
Alright,
you can roll the help move if you'd like.
That's just
Because-
rolling the
Because
link, right?
because you are a hacker as well, I will let you roll the help move. Roll 2d6 and add your links with Celeste.
That is an 8.
Sorry. You are implicated in the results of the other character's move and may expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost. But you do give them a +1.
10. That makes me a 10.
Yep. So you're in clean. Yeah. Would you like to manipulate systems?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll plus synth. To manipulate the elevator program controls, whatever.
We use the one forward only once, right? Like the one we got from earlier. You gave to everybody.
I think that was vent
Yeah.
related though.
Oh, gotcha.
Not sure if this qualifies.
that has been used by
Okay.
you.
Boopity boop. All right. I got an 8.
Are you futzing around with the Zeus elevator or the regular ass elevator?
I think I'm futzing around with the elevator that we're in.
So you gain 1 hold. You can spend 1 hold to activate routines on that subsystem.
Okay, cool. Now everyone else make a plan while I stare at the subsystem and really think about it.
On these building service nodes. Routines include activate, deactivate, monitor, or reprogram a building system, such as air conditioning, lights, power. Note that security electrical systems will also have independent backup power, controlled from a separate matrix systems. Woo.
So if the electronic ghosts, so to speak, are in the public one, we should be able to take the private one down and vice versa, and hopefully have that be.
Yeah, yes I can.
Wait. If Zeus's private elevator is in use,
Mhm.
won't that be suspicious? By
I thought you said you could
specifically
jam
Zeus?
it.
I mean, I could jam it.
But
I can do that.
I can jam sensors, but if it's in use at all,
True.
right? Like if they
Mm.
see it moving,
Celeste, which elevator are you sending the ghosts into? The false readings.
Whichever you people prefer. I'm just here to back up. I'm not good at this decision-making part. But I say, okay, that's a good point. I agree that we should still do the bodies and we should still hide stuff, like hide the sensors. We just have to decide which one we feel safer in. The Zeus
Okay.
one or the public one.
Would an
Kato,
assess
you
roll
sneak out.
do the trick here?
Yeah, hey, Casey, Bo, you should use your assess the situation to figure out which one's probably a safer bet.
I can do that.
Unless you don't want to. I just
I will-
thought.
I'll do that by conferring with Kato, who is an infiltrator and would probably know more about this.
Mm.
So
You do still have 2 holds, so you can ask
Yeah.
from these questions.
okay, what? I want to ask the same question again. I don't think I can ask the question again.
You cannot
You can
ask the
ask-
same question twice.
You can ask,
Okay.
how can I avoid trouble or hide here?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
where can I gain the
Like,
most
how-
advantage?
I think
Whichever-
where can I avoid trouble or hide here is probably what would be the best place to hide. Would it be
Okay.
Zeus's elevator? And I'm asking that to Kato.
Kato, as a infiltration specialist, you would understand that the alarms have gone off. Those were definitely building-wide alarms. They will be checking people who leave through the public exit. So, your best guess, the more private you can be, the better.
What it comes down to is I'm pretty sure that they've got the normal entrance locked up tight. They're going to be searching nearly everyone who walks in and out, unless they're a goddamn Olympian. So, I think if we can slip out the private way, that might be a little bit better.
Okay. Do you still want to go with the plan of putting some of the conscious bodies in the public one, just to throw off their scent?
I think they know, but Kato, you're the expert.
I mean, we could literally just hop in, hit all the buttons, and then jump out.
Okay, let's do that. That's funny. Let's do it. Can we take a whole move? Hey, Ron, can we take a whole move to make a Christmas tree out of the lights?
You can hit all the buttons on the.
All 400 something buttons.
It's a team effort, okay? It's a team effort, Ryan. We're all
Rowan.
pressing them. It's like whack-a-mole.
No, I
Stand there
imagine this is
propping
like
up.
the flying elevator from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
The flying glass elevator.
Literally everywhere.
Yeah, we're just like pressing. We're like boopity, boopity, boopity.
Velvet, what's up?
Is Zeus's private elevator like biometrically activated?
It is.
Okay, so I mean, I have the keys, so to speak.
We do have the handprint.
Oh wait, yeah, Velvet.
Oh,
wouldn't
true,
have
yeah.
this. We already got the handprint.
So are you taking the private elevator down?
Yep.
And Christmas treeing the public
Other
one?
That is correct.
All right.
What if we sent the dog down the regular one and we escaped through the other one?
No, that would break Casey's heart.
Worked really hard.
I don't
on
think
that.
lingering right now is a good idea.
Oh, also good point.
Yep, let's go.
All right. You all head down. It is a lengthy elevator ride. It's 450-ish floors. Yes, polished.
Is there elevator music, and if so, what is it?
Ryan, no, actually, let's ask Ryan. Ryan, will you tell us exactly what kind of music is playing? If you were to imagine what kind of music was playing in Zeus's elevator, his private elevator, what kind of music would it be?
Yeah, I will defer to our resident musician. For those who don't know, the music you're listening to in the background was created by the lovely Ryan.
Oh,
my
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It better be so boring. I'm ready. This is elevator music.
And it repeats. Just that.
Casey just kind of like.
The way that Ryan just turns.
This might be the best question
And
I've
it
ever asked.
Thank you, Paul, for blessing us with this gift. Bless you.
I've never wanted something clipped more.
I don't know how well that came through my microphone.
I heard it great.
I heard it really good. I'm just a hacker asking you to clip that, please, and especially the last part. Please make sure to make the last part of, and then it repeats, because that's the best part.
It's okay if no one does it live. I'll catch the VOD tomorrow.
Yeah, I will do it. That's very good. And I will use it against Ryan. Every time Ryan does anything, I'll be like, no, I'm gonna send messages, and when you don't answer right away, Ryan, I'm just gonna send that clip and be like, me waiting for Ryan to respond.
She's just so mean to me. All the time.
I loved it.
But
So that gets
do...
boring after a while.
It does. It does. After the first 200 floors or so.
And it repeats.
Yeah. This is it's a fast elevator. Takes you about 10 minutes to get down to the bottom.
If there is a moment, is Elle wearing anything? And if not, can we cover her up with? I think Celeste mentioned having spare clothes.
They have a bodysuit on.
Okay.
That the medical sensors were plugged into.
In that case, I'll just sort of put my coat on them and try to style it in a way very quickly that looks less suspicious. If we once we're out of the private part, have to stumble drunkenly away.
Ryan.
Yes. While we're doing this 10-minute down, he would definitely get on the agent to his boy Hopper, who's his second in command, and tell him to send 3 separate cars. And then he's gonna detail where to put them. That way they can choose one, and when they get into one, they can send the other ones out. Or if we want to get into separate ones, so we're not all together.
Yeah, sure thing, boss. Everything going smoothly, or?
Yes, no, and I'll get back to you.
All right. They'll be there when you're down.
I assume he just has a razor flip phone. That's what his agent looks like.
Oh my god. The worst.
He has to be able to clap it down.
I love it too, because you're doing really cool information. We're I'm finally taking this thing down. Click, and we're all what's happening?
I need to know which one of you has a BlackBerry.
What the hell does that mean?
It would be Casey.
3 Casey.
Oh. Jesus Christ. I would definitely have the old Nokia. What are you talking about? It would be old and shitty, but it would never break.
You're right.
The brick, hell yeah.
It's a brick.
Actually, I could see Augustus with a BlackBerry.
Me too. As far as burner phones though, I feel would be more of Augustus' speed.
No, it's just their
Zircon-
agent.
Zircon
Yeah,
has
it's like the one new iPhone and then just a bunch of burner phones.
Zircon probably has a fancy one. I bet Zircon is Apple more so than Android.
Could be. Like she uses whatever gives her the most functions for her work.
All right.
And that she can like make look like part of her ensemble as opposed to I totally bought this. Like this is so not mass produced. It's totally an artisan phone.
I definitely feel like Zircon's phone is rose gold colored.
Yeah.
Oh no, excuse me, we have some limits here.
I was either gonna say that or like a seashell blue or something.
Ooh, cute.
You mean like the color she's named herself after?
Oh.
Oh.
You take this elevator down to the bottom floor, or
Yeah, right?
Bottom floor, I would say. Unless
uh,
I don't like the way Rowan's talking right now.
What's the
actually.
bottom
Oh,
floor? Is
so
that the
you did-
ground floor? Or is that a basement?
Yeah. you did like it's like a
Like a
like
lobby?
floor 1. Like a
Can-
So you did not enter on the bottom floor. I believe you entered on the 171st floor or something like that. So you could leave this on the same floor that you came in on, or the bottom floor, or
Would I think that they would have that pretty well locked down?
not. Probably not wherever this elevator lets out.
Okay, so I would say actually, let's go to 170. There was a third number there and I missed it.
I made a guess. I think it was a throwaway number that I said during
Yeah, me
the second
too.
session.
Makes
Yeah, me
sense.
too. So let's go to that floor.
So sorry, my mistake. That is the floor that they would have better guarded
Oh,
than the
that's
bottom floor.
that's the opposite of what you said.
Yes, that is not what I meant to convey.
All right. Well, let's not go there then.
All right. You go down to the bottom floor and it lets out into a like personal, not like a loading bay necessarily, but like a personal little lobby for Zeus. There is a door that leads out. You can head out that way, and you will see that there are your cars waiting.
Yay, let's go.
There doesn't seem to be anyone else around where you are right now.
And I use my last assess for this scene
Yes.
to ask the question, what is my biggest threat in this situation?
Besides the obvious threat of they're not going to just let this go. Biggest threat in this situation, I would say it's less of a like physical threat, and more you get the sense that like any second now, it's this place is going to lock down. It's going to be impossible to get out. You need to get somewhere else now.
Okay, I think we need to leave, like right now. Probably better if we split up and meet up at Calypso's.
Celeste, you speak sign language, right? Does anyone else do that?
No.
Well, in that case, you should be with Elle, in case she wants to talk.
Sounds good to me.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna come with you. Try to keep
No, I
both of
won't.
you safe.
I'm down with that. Yeah, we're not fighters. Thank you. It's... Never mind. I think it's in the car.
I'm happy to go in either.
So it'll be me, Casey, Ryan, and then you and a guy. Can we all fit in my car? Do I have a... no, you came on your car. Isn't it a van, Casey?
No, it's a truck. But we had rented a car, didn't we?
Yes, you had
Oh,
rented
we
a car.
did.
Demos.
Let's all go in the same
up.
car.
It's all the way.
Let's all go in
up
the same
there.
car then, because it's kind of scary if we don't. I think it's a good idea to stick together, maybe.
I mean, they're all
Didn't we-
all my guys, so we can.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. Then. Yeah, we can split up then.
I'm sorry,
just
Polish, what were you going to say?
No, at the risk of just my hearing being, didn't we just say we were going to split up?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I was like, maybe
Oh,
not.
okay.
I mean,
I
I'm
was like,
splitting
hang on,
up.
which one?
I'm definitely taking a separate car.
Okay, that's fine. Zircon, you can go with Augustus unless Augustus wants to go by themselves.
I
Whatever.
think she used, I can't remember how she got that, the equivalent of public transport, I think.
I think so.
she'll just try to like get out the same way, like rejoin the crowd and get back that way.
Okay.
If that can be done from where we are, because I'm not 100% sure of the layout of this building.
It would take you a minute. You're pretty far
Okay.
removed from them at this point.
Yeah, in that case, I'll just get in with whoever lets me.
I have 3 very unassuming cars waiting for us.
Yay.
And they're unassuming because I don't have a lot of money to buy cars with. They're not very good cars, but they run.
All right, so Celeste, Kato, and Elle. I assume Casey wants to go in that. Yeah, okay.
Yes, please.
Augustus and Zircon, are you going together or separately? There are 2 more cars.
I'll probably go separate, just in the spirit of shady fuckery.
I'm fine with that.
Just in the spirit of shady fuckery.
Fair enough. You all get in your separate cars, head out. They begin driving towards Calypso's, taking 3 separate routes. On the way there, Celeste, Kato, Casey, our C group, you are in this car together, and Elle's eyes flirt open, and they look around, and like tense up.
I take out my hoodie and like kind
defensive,
of pull it
sort
on
of.
them. Are you okay?
What's happening?
We saved you. You were in a scary place, and we thought you wanted to be free. Did you want to be free?
Yes. I know where I was. Who are you, and where are you taking me?
Celeste,
Well, I'm.
can she understand me without me signing?
Let me ask. Yeah. Okay.
All right, first things first. Are you hurt, love, anywhere?
Just assume I'm
Pain?
translating, so I don't have to repeat everything.
Anywhere in pain or anything? All right. We are taking you to see some people who are very interested in you, and I have very, very many questions for them because you are not what we were expecting to find.
We'll turn back to Celeste. What were you expecting to find?
Well, I dare say anything that wasn't a, living, breathing person in a jar.
We were told we'd find a key. Something that would help, that makes the Olympians powerful. Something that could level the playing field. But I guess we didn't assume that it could be a person.
She like laughs a little bit, like just the face of laughing, with the like. You know, she's laughing, but she can't speak. And signs. Well, I am important. I don't know about a key or anything.
Ooh. Oh shit. I'm going to text the group I'm assuming that your men are driving them and not Augustus or Polished or Zircon is, so then they can answer our texts.
Yeah.
I ask them. I tell them we're talking to. Okay, cool. Augustus, are
Don't
you
text and
allowing
drive,
someone to drive?
kids.
Or, yeah. Don't text and drive, everyone.
Yes, because
Augustus, are you
that would
allowing-
be the most dangerous thing we've done.
Yeah,
no.
But it is the most easily imitatable at the moment.
They're being kind enough to drive me. I'm not gonna like carjack them.
Okay, just double check. You know, I'm not sure. Just double check it. I'll text them all the information that we're learning, and then ask them if they have any questions they want to ask. Because
Why was
assume
she
they-
in a tank?
Oh, good. I write back. Good point.
It was just in all caps immediately.
Didn't even think about that, but good point. Do you know why you're important or why you were stuck in there?
She'll sign back to you. They use me to make more of themselves. I hear them talk. Sometimes they say something about my DNA.
Cato will kind of text. He will participate in this text chain, basically saying that he feels that when we get to Calypso, let's keep L in the car with his men and go in and ask Dirty Shirt Man, whose name I have forgotten.
Rios, I believe.
Hey,
I just reread my notes.
This is why you take notes. Something I just don't do. I'm a terrible player.
Me too. I don't do either. It's okay.
So I think we should leave her with Cato's men and basically talk to Brius about the hell is going on before we just
I'm down for
hand this girl over.
it. I think that's a really good idea.
I'll respond. If they want to level the playing field, she may be put into another tank.
Yeah, we don't want that. We really do don't want to do that.
Maybe ask her what she wants.
Okay. Where do you want to go? We all have our own things, what we would like, but what would make you feel safest, happiest, do you think? I think-
we'll send you. It's been so long.
What were you doing before you were in there?
It's hard to remember. It's fuzzy.
Did you have a family?
Probably not anymore.
Okay. For now, I think we should do what what was it? Saito?
Cato.
Kato. What Kato said, and just keep her in the car until we can figure something out. And then, his men can watch them. I don't think she knows yet. I don't think we should push her. I think enough people have been pushing her around.
Kato, L will look over and see that you are wounded, and reach and look around and pull a first aid kit out from underneath the seat where you have it stashed and start tending to your wound.
Oh,
Aww.
all right. Well, thank you.
So you can mark that off on your harm clock.
But my eye is still busted, yeah?
Your eye is still busted. You will need to see a engineer, mechanic, someone who can fix hardware.
I'm not
for that.
so worried about it.
I know I am, but I'm not really good with cyberware in this version of this game that we are playing. That is not a game.
Gotcha. Never mind. We'll talk about this later.
That was a parallel universe that I was good at that. In this universe, I'm good at fixing machines and computers. That's it.
I think I need it. I don't think I need them sticking their fingers in my brain.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm sorry for not clear.
That's cool. Things are a little weird right now.
So I guess the main thing is like, how do we want to approach this topic with Brius? Do we perhaps want to lie to the dirty shirt man and tell him that give him a piece of tech and say this is the thing we got, or do we want to tell him we found a person? Because I'm assuming they already know.
Yeah, I'm assuming they know.
We could also say that she died.
Oh. But then is it worth it? Because then we're saving. I don't want to be the jerk that's thinking about the money, but then we don't get the money, you know?
No, but if we hand her over, she might be exploited again. If we say that we meant, had to, when we tried taking her out of that thing, something went wrong and she didn't make it.
You and Kato are good talkers, right? Both of you are good at fast talking.
Sometimes.
Can you both maybe feel the air and see if they know or if they don't know? If they know, then we can lie about.
They did say we would know it when we saw it.
Yeah, that's true. I did not remember they said that because in this universe, I also forgot all of my notes.
That does lead me to believe they know exactly what we were going for. If we decide not to hand the girl over, then I could take her with me. We could set her up with some of my chance to get her what she needs. Protect her for a while until we can figure out what to do with her.
What are we going to do in the meantime? Won't those people go after us once they realize what we have?
What about, does she know his name? The code name or whatever he went by? Or maybe ask her, who outside of Olympus knows about her?
Okay, I asked that.
Only the gods and their doctors. As far as I know.
Can we describe the guy that we're meeting up with, dirty shirt guy? See if she
Brius?
recognizes that kind of person. Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Damn. Okay, this is scary. What are we gonna do?
I think I'm with Zircon on this. I don't feel comfortable with sending her back to somewhere where she'll just be used for the same thing again. I mean, being locked away like that and not being able to live, that sounds awful.
I agree. I just am worried that if we don't give give her up to them, and we don't bring it back to the Olympians, then we have two people chasing us down our necks,
The main thing is,
none of us are well off enough to continue this charade forever.
if we go and we tell them that Elle died, they're probably going to ask why we didn't take the body with us.
What if we
You
do?
can say we didn't think it was important. What?
What if we find a way to fake her body? She says it's her DNA. If we can get some of her DNA onto some type of decoy.
I might know a guy.
Crazy enough to work.
And can I use the really cool thing from this game, which is that you can have a person. Can't you name an NPC?
So
I might also have an NPC that can.
Are you looking
that
to
can
spend
help.
cred?
If you want to do it,
the
you go right
contact
ahead.
smith?
I just really wanted to say the I might know a guy line. So if you want to take
Yeah.
over and actually name someone, that'd be cool.
No, because I don't know who Casey had in mind, but Circon is from a whole organization of people who do body modifications, and I'm assuming things like plastic surgery would apply to that. And I don't know, like there must be a dead person somewhere in the town. It's a large city.
Yes, yes, it is.
Like, find a recently deceased person who, and
If you know someone, corpses are not hard to come by.
Yeah, and so from my perspective, it was not the medical side or the dead body side, but like, how do I make one person look like someone else?
Right.
Yeah, you could do that. Let me see. I'm looking at the cred thing real quick.
So it's a contacts move.
You have a
You
move
can
for
name
this?
an NPC. It's part of the game under contacts where you can name an NPC. I don't know what you need to roll for it. If it's hit the streets.
Oh
Or-
yes. Okay.
I was looking at it before, but failed to, actually memorize where it was. Because I'm good at this.
Right. Yeah. Declare a contact. It's on page 2.
Yes, I do see that right here. Yeah. So who is this contact of yours?
I think this is someone who specializes in creating doppelgangers for entertainment. That wealthy people would pay to have copies of themselves, both for their own amusement, but also to get out of having to do tedious shit.
Yes. Okay. Are these like synthetic or?
I think it's a glorified plastic surgeon.
Okay.
Like combined body mods and plastic surgery.
Gotcha. And do they have a name?
I think that
If you don't come up with one, then I'm gonna have to come up with one, and it's not gonna be good.
I think that the tag they're using is absolutely tacky, and they call themselves the Shaper. And I've
Very
judged them
good.
for that, but not to their face.
All right.
So yeah, I don't know if you want me to use. I don't even know if I can use the gang for that, or if it's another type of role.
No, you don't have to make a roll.
Oh.
But you do have to tell me why they owe you a favor and why you owe them why you owe them a favor. What? Why do they owe you a favor?
I think I was the person who suggested that this could be a really cool body modification thing and not just plastic surgery. That you could actually do this as an art form.
All right.
It's a very dour suggestion.
This is a very dour world.
It's like, hey, have you thought of an alternative way of using your talents?
All right. So you have a bit of a plan underway. You are all on the way. Are you all heading to this person? Well, I'll just say we're not going to get there
tonight.
tonight.
I think Circon has put the suggestion out there and is waiting to hear if everyone thinks it's okay.
Perhaps instead of going, they're not expecting us at any given, like we don't have a deadline to be back, I don't believe. So why don't these 3 cars go back to where Kato's home base is and we can formulate a game plan there.
I'm down.
All right. Does that
Get
work
some
for everyone
food,
else?
a change of clothes. I'm sure Elle hasn't actually eaten anything in God's know how long.
Alright.
Yeah, it's been
I get her in some clothes.
Still waiting for those spiders, Rowan.
I'm gonna get my eyes fixed, but then I'll meet up with everybody at the hideout.
Sounds good to
I'm
me.
under the assumption that Kato has a cyber tech guy.
Sure. That sounds like a thing I'd have.
All right.
somewhere.
somewhere.
Somewhere
So
out there.
you could go to the base to get that to Kato's base to get that fixed if you'd like.
Cheaper than street docks.
Exactly.
Cheaper than my usual guy, who's like an old dude who's a veterinarian.
Yeah, and probably a lot cleaner too.
Yeah, and Kato can guarantee that this person will
Actually
keep
be
everything hush hush.
veterinarian. They actually are a veterinarian. They don't just claim to
It was just go for it. All right?
Well, I don't know if that's better or not. You all make your way to this base. It's modest and functional. It gets the job done. You're able to get out of the cars, meet up again. Augustus, they begin to lead you over to get your eye fixed. When outside of the building, all of the like major lights governing this section of this like level of the city go out.
I don't care for that much.
And all of the screens, any like television or anything like that comes on, and you see plastered on it Zeus's face. Hello, people of Olympus.
Look at Rowan's face, y'all.
Good evening, people of Olympus. I am Zeus. This night, something very important was taken from me by these 5 criminals. When he says that, a security camera image of all of you flashes onto the screen. Because of their actions, there have been consequences. When my property is returned to me, your light will be returned to you. If you have any information regarding their whereabouts, I encourage you to come forward. In addition, there has been a reward placed on their heads in the amount of 1 billion drachma each. Have a good evening.
Oh, fuck that guy. Jesus fuck.
And then you all, there we go. I don't know why I did that with my cameras. I feel like it sort
I
of,
liked it.
yeah, I mean, you know. You all hear a like ting, 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 ting. Ting, 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 ting. Like metal on metal sounds.
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not.
Robo spiders.
No, not robot
There-
spiders.
Is a screeching sound of rending metal as the
Oh,
garage
God.
door to your building takes one giant slash through it, a second giant slash in the shape of an X, and then the metal is bent in as you see this like 3-foot long robotic spider into the building.
Just the one?
You see one.
Oh Jesus, take the wheel.
I take out my pistol and
And
shoot it.
It pops out a little scanner and looks straight at all of you.
Jammer.
Then you hear
Jammer. Sorry.
ting, 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 ting. Sounds of more legs outside. And we'll figure out what that means next week.
Oh Lord, mercy, Father and God in heaven, Jesus.
Should have gone to the dirty shirt man's place.
Got the Decepticons.
Mhm.
Well,
Thank you for joining us in Olympus, lovely people. We're going to go ahead and do our outros now, starting in the same direction that we did our intros.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bella. You can find me on Twitter, TikTok, and on Instagram on Boondoggles. That's BOONDOGGLES. 2 underscores. On Thursdays, I'll be here. On alternate Mondays, starting next week, it'll be I'll be on where Everybody Crits, playing a Moons and Masterminds game at like 9 p.m. Eastern, I think. And then other Mondays, I will be on Action Fiction playing Castle Falkenstein, like at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, so enjoy that. I also have a podcast coming out that's called Ace Jams, and it is a podcast about asexuality and other things in the spectrum. Come check it out if you like. It's me and my friend Harper Sana on Twitter. This game has been very fun. I'm very shaky. I'm very nervous.
And then who's below Bella? It's Ryan.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you come in. My name is Ryan. I'm also known as Sim. You can find me on Twitter at the Simulacre. This is my main game right now. I hope to be changing that soon. Not that I am leaving this game, but that I am trying to grab more games. I don't have enough time to roll all of these dice. Why can't I roll all of these dice? I'm just memeing at this point. I have a thing. It is called Sims Character Creations, wherein I compose short minute and a half, maybe 2 minute themes for podcasts, TTRPG streams, characters, pretty much anything, as long as it's not weird and appropriative. I draw lines at some things. However, if you are interested, send me a DM on Twitter and we can try to work something out. I have my prices and links to my previous works, and I also did the music for the show here, both the fight theme and the normal theme,
Which we got to show off tonight. And next week, too.
You don't know that.
You're right. You might all die in the fight and we don't get to the regular music. Who's to say?
Thank you.
I mean, what if Ryan just takes away the rights to that music and then there's no fight? Because
Yeah,
there's no
I
music for it?
already bought it.
You did.
That's not how that works.
Excuse me. It's still my music, but it's also their music. So.
Hey.
Call it capitalism.
And a swing over to the side to Bo.
Oh, it's me. Hi. How's it going? My name's Bo. You can find me on social media at Dorky Teacher, mostly on Twitter. I do have an Instagram, but I rarely post there anymore. You can also find me on Saturday on our dear Polished channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for a game of Call from the Deep, which is a D&D game where I play a lovely Thembo merfolk, and I'm super excited to play because it's bi-weekly. And then on Wednesdays, you can find me at Critical Misses, playing a Vampire the Masquerade game that our dear Rowan is in as well. And yeah, that's it right
now. Next is Polished.
Hey everyone, I'm Polished. You can find me almost everywhere as Polished Scripted. We'll be back in about 6 hours, just over that, with some high-level D&D on my channel. If you go check my Twitter out, there's a casting call out for a post-apocalyptic game with an undetermined system as of yet. So if that's something that sounds appealing to you, go check that out, please.
And then one up from there is Velvet.
Thank you all so much for sticking with us tonight. I've been Velvet Fair. You can find me here on Thursdays for Olympus, assuming we don't all die, or I die because I am squishy. You can.
Need I remind you? You also have 3 harm right now.
Yes.
And
I'm not a fan of that.
in this game, at 6 harm, you die.
I mean,
Okay.
I go big or go home. It's okay.
Yeah.
You can also find me every other Monday on the Everybody Crits channel for the X Millennials Mutants and Masterminds game, where I play a pyro chick. And you can catch me Fridays on Critical Misses for the Beneath the Twilight Road, and I think that's it for now for me.
All right. And that leaves little moi. Thank you for joining us tonight, lovely people. I have been Rowan, and you can find me on the internet as at RedWhiteRP. I am all around the tabletop gaming sphere. I am a writer, streamer, sensitivity reader, and professional dice cruncher. Every other Monday, I am over on Everybody Crits for X Millennials, an AU X-Men Mutants and Masterminds game in which I play Marcus Masters, all-American boy / lightbulb. Tuesdays, I will be on Critical Misses for Second City Saviors, a masks game where I play Cassie Kalina, a scion of a powerful dark mage. Wednesdays, I'll be back on Critical Misses for Under the Pale Cold Sun, where I play Fiorentino de Calza, resident Toreador, who will hit on all of the guests with their consent. And that is everything that I am doing right now. Thank you for joining us again here. You should go follow Chromatic Chimera on Twitter and join their Discord, where you can check out all of their other really cool shows. There is a link in the chat right now to information about all of the discounts you can get using sponsor codes and whatnot. I think. And there's another link for their YouTube channel where you can see VODs of the first 3 episodes of this series, as well as all their past series. We are going to go on a raid before we leave. We're going to hop over to Critical Misses, who is currently on the premiere episode of a Cypher System Sentai game called something ridiculous, because that's what Sentai is. Upon these crystals, guardians ready. So we're gonna hop over there and do that now. Stick around to say hey. Thank you for joining us.